Alright, I'm going to get started doing my car, which is not going to be a regular wash, that's for sure, because I'm going to use some pretty harsh chemicals to actually clean it first up. So yeah, normally I would use a nice car wash, something like that, UV protection, high slip, pH neutral, all that kind of gear, but we're not doing that today. It's going to be general purpose cleaner and degreaser. Degreaser in the Tornador. I'm going to do general purpose cleaner first and then degreaser over the top. Give it a good rub down. Totally get everything off the paint. Not interested in keeping any of the wax or anything that's on that car. It's probably not much on it anyway, but yeah, I want to give it a really good clean. Then it's going to be clay bar, probably using general purpose cleaner as the lube for the clay bar. And that might be it for today because it's pushing 4ish at the moment, so I think that's all I'm going to get done today. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that, see how far I can get into it. But a good thing about having it in the garage is it's not going to get dirty after I clean it, and then I can just pick it up tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so we'll get on to that. Okay, that's good scrub, so you can see how dirty the water is. And I use this, it's got a bit of scrub action to it, so it's definitely going to scratch it, but that's not what we want. But it's what we're going to get just to be able to give it the best clean that it can. So yeah, alright, I'm going to rinse this off and then get the Tornador out with the what's the name? Degreaser. So I just made it a little bit stronger, just to give it a bit more of a kick. I'm going to rinse all this off. And that's the stuff I use there. And you can see now, zero water beading, just back to clean bare paint, nothing on it. It's pretty loud, you should have some air protection on, but just going to have to put up with it. Okay, may not look like it, but that's all degreased. I haven't rinsed it off, it's just sitting on there. You can see it on the windshield there. It comes out pretty thick, it's just because the car's white, you can't really see it, but it's definitely there. So yeah, rinse it off now, and then we'll get another soap. Probably just going to use dishwashing liquid. Not a good idea to do it all the time in dishwashing liquid, but all I want to do is build up a lather and use the dishwashing liquid as a lubrication for the clay bar that's coming up after this rinse. Okay, when I say clay bar, I mean clay towel. Just as good, does just as good job. Just got to make sure you clean them when you're done with them, that's all. And then down there in the green is just normal dishwashing liquid, just for a bit of slip. And you don't want to do the whole car at one time, just do bits and pieces, so I'll just do probably the front bit first. Put a fair bit on. Oh, you can feel it. Very rough. I've already done it with soap, general purpose cleaner and degreaser, and there's still black coming out of the paint. So. Okay, clay towel's all done. The water's still black coming off it, so I'm not going to do it again. I'm pretty sure I've got most of the dirt out, but just goes to show how much dirt that thing pulls out even after degreasing and using another soap. So I had a bit of soap left over, so I just resprayed the car just so it doesn't dry out. Now I'll just rinse her off. Okay, she's all done. You can see the shine on that. Looks pretty good down the side there. But it's got zero gloss at all, which is perfect. It's clean. The back end of the car is like a few shades lighter because you know, obviously all the exhaust smoke gets trapped behind the car and settles in the paint, and it's so even that you don't notice it until you clean it. And the bubbles down the back there were really black. But yeah, now the back of the car looks as white as the front here, so now she's looking good. Feels different as well, way smoother than it felt like sandpaper before. When you go and dry it, you can actually hear it as you're drying it, whereas now it's just dead smooth because of that clay towel's just knocked it all back. The shine's actually come back in the bonnet, so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad to polish. It should go alright. So if you don't do that, I mean, you can polish without doing what I just did, but it just makes it harder when you do polish because all the residue is going to be really dirty and all gummy. It won't be nice. So you take it, 15-20 minutes here, half an hour here, and it'll save you hours, or not hours, might save you an hour or so, but a lot of frustration it'll save you. So yeah, glad I did it. I wasn't going to buy, I've just been thinking while I've been doing this, I wasn't going to buy the good ceramic coat. I was just going to use the graphene, what I got there. But as soon as how this has come up really nice, you can see the reflection on this. I haven't even polished it yet, so it's going to come up even better than this. It's going to look $1 million when I'm done. I'm thinking about getting some different number plates for it as well. Some nice black and white ones. Match the car a bit better, get rid of this blue. That's the only thing that doesn't match on this car. So yeah, I might get some different number plates for it. And what else? That's about it. I was thinking about lowering it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Just because of the bump we've got at the end of our driveway there, it's going to it scrapes now, so I don't want to make it any lower. Would look good though. Yeah, I was going to use the graphene ceramic coat I got because I got it. It's only about 30, 40, maybe $50 a bottle, but that's 750 mils for $40. But yeah, I might jump on the computer when I get back inside and send away for this G Technics. It's not, I called it something else in another video, but it's G Technics serum, some 5 year lasting ceramic coat. I reckon's really good. So I might as well, if I'm going to go to all this trouble, I might as well. I thought it was about $200. It is $200 if you buy the 50 mil version, but I only need, it's only got to do this car, so I'm only going to buy the 30 mils, and that's $130. So not too bad. Free shipping as well, so it's $130 for 30 mils. I'd easily get this car done, and I probably will get my missus's car done as well. So I might start working on her car on weekends, at least get it polished up. And I polished it when we bought it, that was back in March, but if I'm going to put the good ceramic coat on, I'll probably use the good stuff. I'll polish it again, so yeah, so I'm going to just go quick lap around the block just to so the brake discs don't rust up on me, and probably put it back in the garage. I think that's all I wanted to do for today. So yeah, the missus will be home soon. So yeah, I think we're all done. I'm not going to touch the wheels. The wheels are going to be a different project. If I do them now, I'm going to not lose interest, but it's going to get frustrating. So I'll leave the wheels for now. They're pretty good. They do need a clean, but they're pretty good. So yeah, I'll just leave them for now. Do them at a later date. But yeah, she's looking really nice. I didn't think it was going to come up that nice, but that really cleaned it up. Really good. So probably tomorrow, the next thing I'm going to do is patch. I've come across a couple of not big ones, just some chips in the paint. So I'll just get the toothpick out and fix them up. You kind of want to do them now before you polish, and you want to give them a good few days to dry as well before you go polishing over brand new paint like that as well. It might just rip it out, so you want to make sure it's definitely dry. So yeah, but anyway, we'll pick it up tomorrow. I'm just going to do bits and pieces. 10 years ago I used to be able to do a whole car in a day, but I'm not doing that anymore because I just can't be bothered. It's too hard on the back and the knees and stuff, especially polishing. This stuff is okay because you can stand up and you move in position pretty quick, but the polishing is just hard work. So yeah, what I might do is leave the polishing for a day when it's not too hot over the weekend, and I might even jack it up using my ramp, so that way like the bottom of the doors well, the whole car is going to be like half a metre higher up in the air. So that might be the plan, just to get it up, but it's not too bad. It works pretty quick. The polish I got, it's just a one-step polish, so you're not down too long. And if you just I normally do one door, and then I stand up and do the bonnet, like half the bonnet, and then I come back and do the other door, just so you're not bending over for the whole side of the car all in one hit, and then you stand up and you're all stiff. But I mean, that's just me. If you're younger and more limber, then no worries, but that's just what I've got to do. I've got to vary my position a bit, that's all. But yeah, anyway, I'll go for this drive, get the rust off the brake discs, and put it away for the night, I think. Cheers for watching. Okay, so it's the next day after washing the car. Fridays I finish at 12 on Fridays, so I wasn't going to do it because it was meant to be pretty hot today, but it turned out to be quite a nice day. A little bit of cloud, so it's kept the temperature down, which has been really, the cloud's gone, but yeah, it's not very hot. But it's been cloudy all morning. Car hasn't moved. Only thing I did was I've got the red dot from my parking thing up there. I've moved it to there because being down there, if you don't have the car perfect, the steering wheel blocks it. So that's a better spot for it there. So all good. But kind of decided, I was trying to figure out when the last time I polished this car, because it looks like it's just been polished. And it was less than a year ago when I went back through some things that because I remember I bought something, I can't remember what it was, and I went back to my statement to find out. I think it was I can't remember what it was now. It was some pads or something like that. I think it was this stuff. So I've got a whole heap of pads there. Yeah, and I went back through my AliExpress orders because I remember buying them from AliExpress. And it was less than a year ago, and that's when I last polished this car. So I'm not going to go too... I'm like looking at it now, it's got hardly any scratches on it, like even swirls are not even that bad. So I'm not going to go too stupid. I'm definitely going to do the bonnet, but if you feel that feels like glass, like it's just been done. The roof's pretty bad, so I'm definitely going to do the roof, the bonnet, and just the tops, and maybe the tops of the doors, and definitely the boot needs it, because I was just looking at the boot now. You probably can't tell, but it definitely needs a good little clean up. It's not too bad actually. There's a bit of a rust stain just here, so I want to try and get rid of that. Bit of crap on the boot bit there, but I mean we fill this thing up all the time. We go camping in it, so I don't want to go too stupid with it. If it was my new car, my Nissan, and I was going to do it myself, then yeah, I'd polish every panel to glass because I'd look after it and everything. But yeah, this car's a workhorse. It gets used every day. You can see a little dent here. When you clean the car, you can probably see it there. And then I noticed another one. They were there when I bought the car though, but there's another one just around here somewhere. That's a big one. Someone's dropped something on the bonnet. But yeah, so yeah, I'll just do the tops of the guards, I'm not going to move it because the sun's going to be shining in here soon, and I think if I just get this guard done, the bonnet, the top of this guard done, I'm not even going to do the bumper, there's no point. The tops of the doors, like up until like from here to the handle, maybe just run it down a bit. I'm not even going to bother about that. And then the whole roof, and that back panel, I think that might be me for the day. I think that would be enough for me for the day. So I'm only going to film the bonnet because there's no point. It's just the same. It's just boring. So I've got my little polisher. So that's a little 2-inch. I don't know, I'd say. And then it comes with that little thing for like little 1-inch jobs. But I mean, you have to be. I used that on my rims when I did this car. Really good. But I'm not using it on this car. Just doesn't need it. Comes with a heap of different pads and everything. So I'll probably only use that one just to get this little thin bit here. But otherwise, this thing is really good. You get them from Super Cheap Auto on special for about $90. I used to have when I did this, I was doing it for other people. I had a Rupes LHR15, which is the exact equivalent of this. I'm pretty sure that's what this is a 15mm orbit. Yep, 150mm. Actually, I think this has got a bigger throw than that. Yeah, I can't remember. But anyway, this thing, I reckon you get twice as much work done with that than that Rupes one for about $900. I had that Rupes. I think they're about 900 now. I think I paid about 700 for it back in the day, and I think I might have done 5 cars with it until it broke, and then I ended up buying that one. So yeah, well, if you want to waste your money. I don't care, but that for $90, I'll put a few people onto them, and they're really good, very powerful. The Rupes I noticed stalled very easy, and if you push too hard, which you shouldn't push too hard, but it did stall. This one doesn't stall, it just keeps going, so you can get more. If you're careful, you can push harder to make it take less time to do the same amount of work, and that's how you get more work out of it. And the Rupes, you have to put some stupid washer in there to make it not stall. This thing just hammers from the start. It's really good. The only thing is it's loud. The Rupes was loud as well, but that's loud, so I just use my my headphones, and off we go. So yeah, I'll probably start on that guard over there, bonnet, and I'll just work my way around that way and see how much we get done. I'll try and get the whole roof done today, because even though there's not a lot of room here, I can get there to stand up and do the whole roof, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So tomorrow morning, when the sun's kind of the other way and the shadow's that way, then I can probably flip the car around and do it. And that way I've only got really 2 doors and that back quarter panel to do. So that way, I want to get this polishing done by this weekend, because I got a note saying that crystal serum light got posted this morning. So that's on its way. It'll be here by Wednesday. So I don't want this sitting around too long unpolished. Suppose it doesn't make a difference, but what I want to happen is even if I get this thing on Wednesday, I can do it, because I finish it pretty early in the arvo. I've got enough time to do it that night, because this weekend I don't think I'll be driving this car, but next weekend I think I will be. So I don't want to have it polished but not ceramic coated and then go for a drive, and then it's not going to get scratched, but then I've got to decontaminate it again, and yeah, I just want it sitting here to finish it. So if I can get it fully polished by the end of today's Friday, like in 3 more days, which shouldn't be a drama. I'm going to get, I don't know, 80% of it done today anyway, so yeah, that should be fine. And then everything else is good enough. Like if you touch it, like where I'm not going to polish, everything else, it's not like it's rough. So yeah, it's going to be fine for what we're doing, for what we're trying to achieve here. So, but yeah, by all means, if you got a way better car, hammer down on it and get it absolutely slick as best as you can. And being white, it's a lot more forgiving than like a metallic dark color or something like that. You'll get away with a lot more with this. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. So anyway, I'll start on that. Pad wise, I've got just a sponge pad. I'm going to see how that goes. I thought I had other pads, but I don't. I think I was thinking about these, but yeah, I thought I bought some more polishing pads, but unless they're in the shed, I can't remember. But that'll get me by anyway. So yeah, let's hook into that. Oh, polish wise, I am going to use my usual. That's the stuff I normally use. It's a heavy cut. Hang on, is that the one? Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, that's it. S20. Yeah, I've almost finished that actually. Yeah, that's really good. It's a diminishing polish, so it starts out with a really heavy cut, and then as it wears in, it kind of polishes it out quite nice. That's why it's a one step. But yeah, works really good. Okay, that's all I put. Alright, that's not ideal. If you saw that, it spun the pad off and the back plate is still on the polisher. So, pad failure. I've had these pads for a long time. You see what it's done to the paint that I was pushing down. Nah, hasn't done a lot. But the bit I have polished looks good. Yeah, it definitely feels different to the rest of the car. So yeah, but you can see it doesn't take long. I probably would have polished a little bit longer if that hadn't happened. But it's all good. Yeah, you can feel it here. It's a bit more grippy than what it is there. No, it hasn't done any. Oh yes, it has. Yeah, it's mud. Oh, hang on. No, all good. No, that scratch there, that was always there. I don't know what that's from. But anyway, I'll find another pad and see where we go. So I'll put it on number 1 first. The lock bit easy on it. Spread it around. And then blank up. Okay, so that came out, so that's okay. Another thing I should have said, don't kind of like overlap. I forgot about that, because you end up with all the polish in there, and then you pretty much have to wash the car again to get it all out. So we'll just do that for now. But yeah, I will probably wash it again anyway. And see, I've done like half the bonnet there in one hit. If you're in the shade and it's a coolish day, no worries. Oh no, I haven't done half. No, I've done under half. Half would be out to there. So I'll do that, and then I'll do this flat bit in here, and then I'll do the other side there. But yeah, if you can avoid running over panel lines, makes a difference. And then this scratch here, I've kind of got half out. What I might do is just use my little one here, just for a bit of a concentrated. Is it recording? Yeah. Just, I don't know if you can see it, I should have showed you, but it's just like there's a hair resting on it. It's nothing really. This thing's a bit funny. It's got an on and off switch, and it always starts low, and then you have to bump it up. Bit more polish. Probably not the right polish for getting scratches out, because it probably wants like a bit of a high cut polish, but like I said, I'm not chasing perfection. That's fine. You can hear it, it's different. So I'll probably use that little polisher to do the headlights as well, because they're starting to fade a little bit there. So yeah, and then I'll ceramic coat them all as well. So that's all I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to show any more, because it's literally that boring. You can kind of see a difference, but not really. I'm going to get this bonnet done. I was just thinking I might stop kind of after the two doors. I want to get this black thing, I want to get this redone, but I don't want to do that before I do polish, because otherwise if you do that now and it's nice and black with the dye and then you fling polish on it, it's not the best thing in the world. So I want to finish the bonnet and this little side bits here, and then do that dye. So I want to get that done today, because that needs a couple of days to dry before you can go wetting it as well. So yeah. But anyway, that's as easy as the polishing is. Not very hard at all. Give it a shot, don't be scared of it. With a polisher like that, you're not going to cut through paint or anything, unless you really give it pop right on the edge of a thing there and just really mow into it, but you're not going to do that. You kind of know you're doing something wrong before you do something wrong. Yeah, it's pretty forgiving. So you can actually buy glass polish. Don't use that same pad, but I've got a separate pad that I'd normally use. It's a denim pad, and I use that to do the glass as well, to polish the glass up. Probably don't have to do the side windows, but it's pretty beneficial on the front windshield. Polish that up nice and then coat it, and you won't almost never need your windscreen wipers after that. It works really well. So yeah, I'll keep going, and it's literally a couple of dobs of polish, do a third of the bonnet, buff it, and I normally go cross hatch, so nice and slowly, don't rush it one way and then the other way, and it'll start to dry up and grab a little bit, and that's when you know you're done. Buff it off, and that's it. Move on to the next section, and it doesn't take long. You think it's going to take a long time. That roof I'll do in 4 bits probably. I'll divide that and quarter that, and I'll do yeah, what the front half from this side, the back half from that side, front half from this side, back half from that side, just a line down the middle, and that works out really well. 3 goes for the bonnet. I'll do this whole top guard in one hit, and then I'll do one door in one hit, and then I'll swap over to the little one and I'll do the mirrors and the side bit here, do that. Swap pads, do the windscreen, and she's good to go. It won't take long. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I'm all done. I'll see what time it is. 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock at the moment. So yeah, I'll go back to you after doing the whole car, and I reckon it'll be about 2ish. All right, not a quite a half-time update, but 20 past 1. So I think that's like half an hour in. Haven't done that guard. Decided I'm going to leave this side of the car till it's flipped around. It's just going to be a lot easier because I can't really get down to the bottom. So bonnet's done. You can see the nice shine there. This guard's done. That door's done. Half the roof is done, front to back. This bit's done, and I just finished. These were cooked, absolutely cooked. They were scratched to buggery, and you can see the. I'll take some pictures with my phone. But yeah, you can see that, it's just come up beautiful, absolutely beautiful, not a scratch on it. And that's with the little machine there. So yeah, once I ceramic coat that, that's going to stay like that, hopefully not scratch. I'm trying to show, but you can see the discoloration in the paint, hopefully. Yeah, you can see where the polish has come through and cleaned it, and you can see, I don't know, you might be able to see it. I'll get a photo anyway. But you can see where it's starting to, I don't know if it's fade or the paint's just getting a bit oxidised. But yeah, definitely needs a polish. So I'm doing the whole lot. I did the whole door. I was only going to do half a door. There was enough polish on it and I just ran over it, so it's fine. So I think I will end up doing the whole car. It definitely needs it. And then using this proper ceramic coat, not the spray-on stuff. I mean, they are good if your car's... so like... what is it? Graphene nano spray coating. Beyond ceramic, I don't know about that. I mean, I've used that on that car, and it's still, the paint's still getting eaten a little bit. But I mean, this used to be outside 24/7. This is the last few nights, or since Friday when I sold the jet ski. That's the only time this car has been undercover and not seen the light of day for a couple of days. So. Yeah, so it's worth doing. That stuff there, like if you do get the proper ceramic coat like what I've got coming, $130 for 30 mils, and it's the proper stuff, 5-year warranty, put it on with a little eyedropper thing, and you got to be careful with that stuff too, because if you stuff it up, the only way to get it off is to polish it off. It dries that hard. And then use that stuff over the top of that. I reckon it's probably not a bad idea. I don't know if they play well together, I'm not too sure, because some ceramic coats you can't put even a second coat of itself on because of the way that they dry. Nothing will actually stick to it, not even itself. Some ceramic coats say, yeah, you can put 2 coats on. But you got to do it within a certain amount of time. If you leave it go too long, then you can't do it. So I'm only going to do 1 coat because this is going to be indoors now. Yeah, so yeah, that spray stuff, I don't know. It might be alright. It's definitely not going to last 5 years. It's definitely not going to be as strong as this stuff that I've got coming, but I look at it as a top up to this stuff to put over the top of this, just to protect this stuff, the more expensive stuff, better down the track. So yeah, I'll keep going, but yeah, only been going for half an hour and I'm over halfway done what I wanted to do, so I'll see how far I get and have another chat after that. Okay, 10 past 2. So yeah, about an hour, something like that. I forgot, I have to go back on the video and see what it was. But she's looking good. So I managed to get, like I said before, the bonnet, this whole side of the car done. I got that done, that done, that done. The whole roof, both sides, is all done. This guard, haven't done the back tailgate, I'll tell you in a minute. Done from up here, the whole bit down there, and just all the black bits. So remaining is the front guard, 2 doors, this rear guard, and the back tailgate. The back tailgate, you can see it. It's like the paint is got dirt embedded in it, like it's stained. There you go. See, you can see it. It'll come off, but it's just the exhaust and the road grime. And this panel was really bad as well, and that's all come back to perfect now. So that's all nice and white. So yeah, the sun's coming in, so that's why I'm not doing the back tailgate. And I want to do the back tailgate last as well, because the pad on the polisher is on its way out, and I don't want to get all that crap that's in the paint and then go and spread it all over the doors, all the dirty stuff that's in the paint. So yeah, I want to do the doors first because they're not as bad as the back tailgate. So yeah, guard. I'll work my way down tomorrow morning when it's a bit cooler. So I'll go guard, door, rear quarter, and then the tailgate, and I'm done. And then that pad will probably go in the bin, I'd say. After that, it's done its time. So, but yeah, the mirror. I haven't done that mirror yet, but I've done this one. That was just a hair there, but yeah, it's looking really nice. You can see the shine. Looks really good. So pretty much when this is done, I was gonna do this black panel here, but I can't be bothered. I've done a bit more than what I wanted, so my back's pretty much done. So that's about as much as I get out of me doing that. So yeah, tomorrow I finish this side and the back, and then I'll probably do this. The rest of the black is pretty good. I'm not going to touch it. It's just this panel's the worst here. This scuttle panel here. Even the sides here are pretty good. I might do them. I don't know. See what they're like. But this is almost faded to white, whereas everything else is still pretty dark. So yeah, I'll just do that, I think. And then it'll get most of the day Saturday and Sunday to dry. And then yeah. That other. It's going to get plenty of time because I probably won't get that stuff till Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, it'll get plenty of time. Even if I do that on Sunday morning, that's fine. They'll get plenty of time. And then when that's dry, that takes a couple of days to dry, and the whole car's polished. Then I'll just reverse it back out, and I'll give it another wash with just dishwashing liquid. I don't want to use any type of proper car wash, because I don't want anything on the paint. I want the paint to be 100% clean. I don't want any or whatever's in that stuff, because I think this stuff is actually like a ceramic. It leaves a bit of a ceramic coating on there. This stuff. This is the main stuff. Nano wash that leaves a stunning shine. Yeah, I don't want any of that. I only want it it's mainly just to get rid of the dust that the polisher leaves, and just give it one more nice final coat to get any of the waxes or the oils that are in the polish off. So yeah, I'm just going to use dishwashing liquid. You don't want to do that all the time because it dries your rubbers out. But once in a blue moon, this is probably the second time, and this car's 8 years old, so it's probably been washed twice with dishwashing liquid. So maybe I didn't even do it the first time. I can't remember, but yeah. At least once, but maybe twice. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, I think. Not much more I can say. It goes fast. You put a podcast on, time goes pretty fast. So yeah, and that polisher just makes it so much easier. Like, get a big one like that, like a 5-inch or 6-inch polisher, because the only thing is, if you get a big polisher like that, you're definitely going to need another one of this size, or I've even got another 3-inch one. Since I've had this one, I don't really use a 3-inch one. So if you get a 5-inch and then a little 2-inch, and that can be used as a 1-inch as well. I'm not going to use the 1-inch on this. There's no need. 2 inches plenty for the mirrors and the bits there and the little piano black things on the side. That's what I've used that for. And then the big one does everything else. Unless you got like a really small car with with a body kit on it that's got some sharper angles and things like that, then that's different. You probably will use this more, or a 3-inch one might be better. So you just got to go by what your car is. But no, she's looking good. The roof's come up really nice, way better than what it was before. You can see the reflection on it there. So yeah, once we get the ceramic coat on there, that crystal serum, CSL crystal serum light, I think it's called, from G Technic, should be good and last ages, especially that I don't drive it every day, and not driving it every day, and it's inside, whereas before I wasn't driving it all the time, but it was just outside cooking all the time. So yeah, much better that it's in here now, so that's good. And on other news, I just got just went and bought online another scooter, like a fully fully compliant, fully legal scooter. So ended up getting the Segway Max G2 or G2 Max, whatever it's called. So yeah, 900 watt motor, single. It's only rear wheel drive, drum brake at the front, regen brakes on the back. It's got cruise control. It's got indicators. Got suspension front and back too. That was very important because I've got a Wolf Warrior GT at the moment, Wolf Warrior 11 GT, but that's 100% illegal. And if they catch you with them riding them, they just take them off you, even if you're not doing anything stupid. We've been through a few roadblocks. They just took two police on a motorbike on like a bike path in the city. Lucky we were on our bikes at the time. I haven't ridden mine for probably a year because of this. I don't want to look, because they just confiscate it, crush it, tow it, and charge you another $800 for the crushing and towing fee as well. So yeah, not risking that, that's for sure. So me and my mates have been talking, and I came across this one, and my other mate that I'm just talking to now, he's keen on getting one as well. So it's got good range. They're going to be limited. They do 32Ks now if you buy them in America, but because it's an Australian version, they're limited to 25. You can unlock them, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it at 100%. 25 is fast enough. It's got plenty of juice to get up a hill. So yeah, can't wait for that. So funny story, I ordered that last night through a website. I won't mention them. And then they rang me today and said, there was a drama, because I paid with GPay. I didn't actually pay through their website. I just did fast checkout and paid with GPay. And they were pretty much the cheapest. There was one other mob that's about the same price, and then there was actually Segway themselves that were only about $80 cheaper. But I think you still had to pay shipping with Segway, so it would have been about the same. So anyway, these guys were, I saw it on there, anything over $1,000 you get free shipping, and then there was an asterisk, and it said except WA, regional Australia, and something else, and Tasmania or something maybe. And so anyway, I just pressed buy it through GPay, and it only charged me the price of the scooter. It didn't charge me shipping, and there was no mention of how much shipping cost. So anyway, left it at that last night. Got up this morning, guy rang me about 9 o'clock. And said, look, there was a drama. For some reason you didn't get charged shipping, so shipping's $99. And I said, well, that's kind of your fault, and just refund me the money, because I'll just get it from somewhere else that has free shipping. I said, there's a few places online that have it for a similar price, and I'm not paying shipping. So yeah, just give me a refund. So he thought about it for about 2 seconds and went, well, I can give it to you for $50 then, shipping. And I said, no, I'm not paying shipping, because like I said, I can get it for a similar price and no shipping, so why would I pay $50 at all? And he goes, okay, leave it with me, I'll just go and talk to my manager and I'll call you back. And about half an hour later, he calls me back, and he said, yeah, talk to the manager, all good, it's on its way, you don't have to pay any shipping. I said, okay, thank you. So yeah, got it for a really good price. So I don't know if my mates are keen on them. They haven't bought one yet, so I don't know if they're going to get them for that price, but we'll see. And then so knowing that I got that last night, I went and bought a rechargeable pump to pump your tyres up, because that's pretty important. I've got one on every. I've got normal hand pumps on my bikes, but on the scooter I've always had a rechargeable air pump. So I had the first version of the Xiaomi one. I'll put a picture on. It's a black one. Went really well. The only thing is the threads broke on the bit that you screw into the valve. The threads stuffed out, and it wouldn't actually do anything after that. So I threw that out ages ago when I stopped using scooters and stuff. So I didn't have one, knowing full well that if I got onto my big one, I'd have to rebuy another one. So that's cool. Bought another one, the new version, which is like a dark grey colour. I don't know what's different about it, but looks exactly the same. Got one of them. I got a 3 litre bag to go on the front, just so you can put your bits and pieces in there. What else? And a lock. So I didn't want a normal, like a chain lock or like a steel wire lock that's coiled up, because they take up a lot of room. So I ended up getting off AliExpress it's still a foldable lock, but it's just like a bike chain almost, with some different segments, not as many segments, but yeah, and with a pin number, because I hate carrying around keys. So and you lose a key or whatever, and then you're stuffed. So Yeah, and this thing's only half the size of a Coke can, and it's all condensed into one thing. It's a bit heavy. It's like 500 grams, but they're all about that weight. So lock, bag, and the air pump. And I think that was it. The only other thing I can see needing is a mirror. The only mirrors I've got here are bar end mirrors, and you can't put a bar end mirror on this scooter because it's got indicators on the bar end, so you can't like pop a cover off and stick in a mirror like you should be able to. So you need another one that kind of you can't even get the other ones that wrap around the handlebar, because then you'd be covering the indicator lights up. So you almost need one of those motorbike type ones that, like, if that's your handlebar, the thing's here and then it goes over and it's there. So I might leave it without. So yeah, I'm almost also looking at a extra battery for it, so that you can extend the range. Maybe like a 10. It comes with a 15 amp hour battery, so maybe something like a 10 or 15 amp hour battery, spare one that just sits on the bottom in a bag. So yeah, something like that. Maybe it's meant to have really good range, and because I'm going to keep it limited to 25 k's an hour, it should get over 50 k's. And if it gets over 50 k's, I'm probably not going to worry about it. I was just talking to my mate now, and because they fold up to nothing, you can just lift them up and put them in your bag, put them in the back of your car here. We were, instead of riding, because where we both live, it's a long way to ride just to get to around the city or around the river or around the beach. So you'd eat up more than half of your range just getting to the nice place. But because these scooters are just so easy to fold up and put in the back of your car, we're thinking of maybe just like meeting at Hillary's on the coast and going north and then back again. So you go 25 k's up, 25 k's back, and that'll get you heaps then. And then you're not wasting this time in between to actually get somewhere. So yeah, Hillary's has got free parking, so you can go north and still see heaps of stuff along the coast and then back again. And then if you go south, you can go for ages, and it's even more populated because you're getting towards the city even more. And back again, you can park like just on the outskirts of the city where the free parking is, and then you can go into the city. You could go south of the river and go to Fremantle and back. So yeah, we're going to try it without buying the battery, but we'll see how we go. I guarantee you we'll end up buying batteries, because that's what we did on our first scooters when we all had them. Had about the same range, about 50 k's, and then we went and bought a secondary battery which was exactly the same as the battery that was in the deck, so we literally doubled our range. And they ran well, those scooters. They were good. 010X we had. All three of us had the same one. But yeah, they would have been illegal as well. So yeah, this Max G2 should work out well. Should work out pretty good. So yeah, happy about that. Yeah, I used to have a, can't remember what it was, M365 or something like that, version 2 or something, I can't remember. And I only had a 500 watt motor and like 500 watt peak motor, or 600 watt peak, and it just wasn't quite enough to get up hills. It'd get up there, but very slowly, whereas this one's got a 1000 watt peak motor, so almost double, so it should be good. It's like a big beefy version of that, but it's got suspension on it and all that stuff. So, and the tyres are very important too. I'm not dealing with tube tyres on scooters anymore because they're just an absolute pain. So this is tubeless tyre, and it's got the self-healing gel kind of stuff in the inside of the tyre. And then I've got a tubeless repair kit that I'll chuck in that bag, and boom, and that's why I've got the pump as well, so if you run over anything. But these guys were chucking thumbtacks and stuff like nails and stuff and running them over, and he'd pull 4 or 5 thumbtacks out of the tyre and didn't even he then sprayed dishwashing liquid with water so you could see any air leaks with a bubble, and not even a bubble. So looks like they work pretty well. So yeah, should be good. So yeah, hopefully that's here next week. All the accessories should be about a week after that. But I've got enough to get me by. As soon as I get the scooter, I'll whack the camera on it and we'll go for a ride somewhere and test it out and see how much range and stuff we get out of it. Yeah, so it should be good. But anyway, I think that's enough babbling about things that aren't even about car polishing. But yeah, if you came for the car polishing video, you got a scooter informative session as well. But anyway, being that it's 2 o'clock on a Friday, I think you can guess what I'm going to go and do, and it involves a fridge and a nice cold glass. So I'm going to go and do that and probably edit this video while it's happening. So cheers for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good weekend.